Hi and welcome back to my channel. Oh gosh, it's been busy here. We've been away. We went to Central West New South Wales to help our daughter settle into a new town, a new school that she'll be teaching at. So while we travelled, we stopped in at op shops and stuff like that. And I'm just going to show you quickly what we got. We got a heap of really nice books. Some great graphics in this book for nature things. This one's a desert book, but it's got all flowers of, not flowers, but desert animals and things of Australia. There's some beautiful coloured pages in here. I got this little twinkle book. This one is pretty old. I don't know what year. Yeah, I'm not sure, but it looks pretty old, that one. Young People's Encyclopedia. Now I have to stop getting books and start using them. I had a handwritten note in it. Interesting, I'll read that later. I got this one. I didn't think I did, but then when I got home I realised I did get it. It's got some cool pop-up pictures in it. Helen Steiner Rice. I love getting these books because I just love her poems. I know my mum used to love her poems, and there's always like a little nice picture that goes with them that you could use for a journaling card or a bookmark. This little one, The Little Ballerina, this was a cute one. I think it was 1978, and there's some beautiful graphics in there. In that book, so I couldn't pass that up. Another Rupert book. There's some great graphics in there. My first Encyclopedia book. It says presented to someone in 1977, which has got some awesome graphics in there too. So I've got plenty of books happening. Oh my goodness. I've got 3 different Snugglepot and not that one, but 3 different Snugglepot and Cuddle Pie books. This is by May Gibbs, and she wrote these books many years ago, and I just love Snugglepot and Cuddle Pie. And it's that she's drawn little babies connected with the Australian bush, and they're the gumnut babies. Who have I got in the picture? Yeah. So, and this one was what was it? When was this one done? 1970. So I ended up getting one vintage one. That's a new one, Scholastic one, but I liked the graphics in that. Super cute. And then this one's just a little counting book. So they're quite modern, those last 2. But I just really love the Australian little bush animals and gumnut babies and the wattle babies. And yeah, if you don't know May Gibbs, look it up. She's got some beautiful pictures there. I got a really old classic Bible story book, and it's got some beautiful graphics in that too. It's got coloured ones and sketch drawings in there, so that was a nice pick up. I also got this Christmas, it's like a Christmas magazine, but it's in the 70s, and that'll go into my Christmas collection. Some cool pictures in there. I've got a little collection of Christmas books. I picked up these 2 bird books. They're bird books of North America and song and garden birds, and they're both North America, but they're just amazing. Like the graphics in some of these, like I'll just show you. Like some of them are photographs, and then some of them are like illustrated pictures, and that's what I was after, was the illustrated ones. And they're all through there, the illustrated pictures mixed through. So I was excited to get that. Look at that. That's just beautiful. Quite a few illustrated pictures actually. Look at that one. So there's 2 books there, and then I found in the back there's a you can put this on a record and listen to the birds. So it's got like a clear vinyl record in the back. But I don't have a record player, but I just thought that was cool. I might be able to do something with that in a junk journal. Yeah. So both books had that in the back. These were all op shop books. So there was 2 of them. Find Out book, or a book about, you know, all sorts of things. That was back in the 70s as well, this book. Some cool graphics in there. What else did I get? I got this game, and it was card and dice games, and it just had all, you know, card instructions for different sorts of games, but it came with 2 decks of these cards, and I just liked the back on the card, you know. It had a little map of the world on the back, and I thought, yeah, that's pretty cool. I could use that. So I got that. There's another little book, Life in the Trees, and it's just a illustrated book on animals and nature. And what else did I get? I picked up this book at a men's shed. I think it was $1, and look how thick it is. But it's the first 100 years of Australia, and it's got some beautiful sketch pictures and things in here. But I was really interested, oddly, to read it. You know, us growing up at school, we didn't get taught a lot of our Australian history. I know Australia is young, but our history's connected back with other countries, and it's just a shame we didn't get taught that so much. Yeah, so I'm sort of interested to read that one. What else haven't I showed you? Oh, I started cutting up this book. It was just a wedding album, but it had lots of those Victorian type graphics in it. It was full of it, so I snipped that apart. I got a book on Australian Aborigines, which I thought was pretty cool. I loved the photos and the artwork in it. And I know my Australia journal is still coming along, but I'm actually waiting on something before I go any further with it. I'll tell you in a moment. Got this book on butterflies. How awesome is that? Oh, look at that. Full page spread. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I just love the graphics in here. You can tell it's a vintage book by the photograph. The quality of the photograph. So first published in 1973. So that one was called The Colour Book of Butterflies. Our daughter bought us this book. It's an Australian it's a coffee table book, but it's about Australia, and it's a brand new book, but I really like it. It's got different pictures in it. Like, it goes through, like, that's WA, but it shows a Banksia of WA. It doesn't just show scenery. It shows really random pictures of a place, like Melbourne, Victoria, and just, you know, the Daintree, and this is the way that they've photographed the Daintree and picked out different things. So it's not just all a scenery of a place. Like Portsmouth in Queensland, look, they've just photographed the side of a boat, and I just really like that. Yeah, so this one, she said, oh, I'll cut it up for you, Australian Journal or something, Mum, but I don't know whether I will. I just really like the format of it. Yeah, Devil's Marble. We camped just around the other side of that, and Yeah, it's a beautiful book. Thank you, Beth, for that. I love it. James Price Point. You know, we drove up this road and just got down onto the beach and had a look around in that was up near Broome. So it's just I just love it. Wave Rock. Yeah, so yeah, thanks, Beth. I think I got, this was an address book and I've already pulled it apart. So I pulled apart the pages to use in a junk journal. They, there was no writing in it at all, so that will come in handy. And then each division of the letters, had these beautiful flowers all over it. So I just really loved all the graphics in that. So I got that. And this was a different book. It was it's a book called The Reward Worth Having, and it's a little story book. I don't know when it was put out. Well, it says copyright 1977, illustration copyright 1977, and the illustrations are really different in here. Look at that. I just really liked that for some odd reason. Obviously it's a book about kings and queens and knights and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I just really love the illustrations in it. So I picked up that. I picked up this Alice in Wonderland book. It has some pretty cool pictures too. Like if you like Alice in Wonderland, you can chop a lot of this book apart and use it in a junk journal. I've seen quite a few Alice in Wonderland junk journals. Yeah, so that was a pretty cool book. I also picked up this book it's an address book called Martha B. Rabbit, and I'll do the same. I'll just pull it apart and use the pictures, in between each letter. There's an odd spaces around. There's little pictures, and I'll just pull all that apart and use it for bits and pieces. The last book that I got, I think is the last one, yeah, it's called Fairy Dust and the Quest for the Egg, and it's got some really cute little fairy photos in it. I'm not totally into fairies, but I really liked some of the pictures in here. So yeah, I might go ahead and pull that apart too. That's one thing I have to do. I have to sit down and just pull some of my books apart and debulk some of them. Now, another thing that I found, which I've already had a play with, I got all of these rubber stamps for I think $5. So there's a big pile of them there. I think there was 5 bags and they were $1 each. And I'll just show you how I've stamped out. So they're all the stamps that were there. There's some Christmas ones, which I hate buying full price Christmas stamps. So, and that one was a cute one. That was like the 12 Days of Christmas. So they were only, I think they're only $5 for that pile of rubber stamps, which was pretty cool. And I got some fibres, that's what you call them, some yarn fibres. Look at this green lot that I got. It's so pretty. So they were the green. This was all in one bag. I think it was a couple of dollars, but they're just beautiful shades of green. And that's the it's like eyelash yarn. So I got the bags of green. The bag of green. I got a brown one. And I got this, which I really liked. It's just like a neutral sort of mix of thread. I got a pink, light pink eyelash. This one here, this ball was just in tangled mess, and she gave it to me for nothing, and I spent 5 minutes untangling it. So that was a nice pinky purple one. I got a white one. And a cream. This one was a double one. This one's brand new. Some of them were brand new. They hadn't even been used. So this one was a double one. You could undo it and it had like little pom-poms as well as eyelash on it. Sorry, was this, did I say eyelash? Yeah, and these ones are called feather. I think that one's called feather yarn. So this was just a cream colour in that. So I got quite a few of them. I got this blue ball of yarn and 2 of these, which was an interesting type of thread. I just really liked that type. So I picked up them for next to nothing. You know, don't go and buy any of this eyelash stuff new. You can, there's oodles of it at the op shops, truly. And okay, so I'll just move that aside. I ended up getting a whole bag of ladder yarn. Look at that. I think this was $4, this bag. Yeah, it was $4. But this ladder yarn is like this. I'll show you. I'll get one of these out. That's what the ladder yarn looks like. And there's quite a few colours in there of different. There's grey, dark purple, light purple, orange. There's a salmon colour, pinks, and yeah, that sort of stuff, you know. I know everyone's into it in their junk journals, so don't go buy any of that full price, for goodness sakes. Find it at the op shop first. I got a couple of doilies, not many, just a few little brown ones. I liked the brown look on them. That one had a little hole in it, but that's okay. They were only really cheap, really cheap. That'll make a good little pocket in a journal in that one. So I got them. I got a piece of fabric and another piece of gingham fabric, yellow gingham. I didn't get much ribbon because I've got loads of ribbon. I just got a bit that I liked that were cheap in colours, and this piece of what do you call it, trim, salmon coloured trim. I got a piece of this lace fabric. This was quite pretty, so I picked that up. I think it was only $1. And that could be cut apart or whatever. So I got that, and this little multicolored piece of lace, and this trim. I think this was $3 for all this, and then that. So they were the trims that I picked up. Oh, and I picked up this book by Francine Rivers. I've got the one, this is the Sons of Encouragement, and it goes through Aaron, Caleb, Jonathan, Amos, Silas, and I've got her book like this on all the different ladies of the Bible as well. So these are biblical novels, and I've got a really nice collection of these up in my storage bay. So when I see them, ones I don't have, I pick them up in the op shops. And I've got a little pocket one of the Message I really like, but it's just got the New Testament and Psalms and Proverbs in this, but that's okay. I just really like the different wording in that one, so I like to sort of go back and compare it. What else did I get? I think that's all. I got a pack of add and some subtraction cards. They're just to put in the junk journal. They were from the op shop for like 50 cents. So, yeah. So, that was my haul while we were travelling. Oh, hang on. One last thing, which I was really excited to find. And this was a microfleur. This is a microwave flower press. Now my daughter gave me a flower press for Christmas. You know, the regular old school type where you sandwich it between cardboard and wood. And I've often seen, well, this has been around for quite a while, the microfleur, and they've always been quite expensive. I know you can get in this size and a bigger one. And all you do is you unclip that, and it's got 2 different felt pads in there plus some fabric, and you put your flowers between that and you sandwich that up. It's got all holes in it to let all the steam out, and you lock it in like that. Oops, I'll put it that way so you can read the microfleur words. You put it in that way and you pop it in the microwave for, I think it's 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes, or just experiment on how long it takes. Now back in the day, I didn't have either of these, and I used to use a baking dish and a very heavy bottom baking dish, and I would put layers and layers of paper towel down and then put the baking dish on top in the microwave and put it in and do it like that in the microwave, and it worked fine too. So but look, I picked this up for $5 and I was pretty excited to have that and that, so I'm going to experiment with both and see how they go. So yeah, I was really happy to pick that up, the microfleur. So yeah, so we'll have a go at yours, Beth, and we'll have a go at the microfleur we got from the op shop. Yeah, so they were my pickups from the op shop this time round on our travels. I'm waiting for a package from London, from a friend over there that does artwork, and she's painted me some artwork from my Australia junk journal. That's why I've been putting that on hold. So as soon as that comes, I'll do another unboxing video of her artwork, and yeah, go from there. So look, if you're new here, I would love it if you'd subscribe to my channel and press that notification bell button, press like, share, whatever. I would really appreciate you do all that, and thanks for hanging in with me while I've been away. I've been quiet, but yeah, want to get back into it, and yeah, so I'll catch you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.